In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to divide rational expressions. So, first of all, we need to know how to divide fractions. So, to divide fractions, we have this. We have, like for example, we have A over B divided by C over D. So that will equal to, but first of all, before we need to reciprocal this one, the second one. We need to make it reciprocal, or you can just use the butterfly method. So like that, I will teach you that later. But first, we need we're gonna copy the first one, then we're gonna change it. We're gonna make the D on top and make the C on the bottom. So it will not be a divide sign anymore. It will become um multiply rather. So we have AD over AC. If you don't know how to multiply fractions, I multiply rational expressions. I have a link on that below. So the butterfly method one is just the same, but we're gonna do it diagonally. So A, D, and B, C. By the way, this is BC, not AC. I did it wrong. So okay, now let's start. So for this video, I'm going to make it reciprocal on all our problems here. So it's not that confusing, but if you find a butterfly method easy, then you can do it. Now for this one, we need to reciprocalize this. Reciprocalize. So we're gonna put 25 on the top and 24 on the bottom. So 25 n squared and 24 m raised to 5, and this will not become um a divided by, it will become a multiply. So to do that, so pretty easy. So first you need to multiply the coefficients. So 12 times 25 is 300. And for our variables, we don't have the base m, so we're just gonna copy that, and n squared times n squared, so just gonna add exponents, so that will be n to the fourth. Now for this one, we have 24 times 5, that will be 120, and we can have m times m to the fifth is m raised to 6, and we don't have a partner for n, so just we're gonna leave it as that. Now for this one, we can cancel the zeros, so we have 30 over 12 left, and 30 over 12 is, they have a common factor of 6. Yeah, they have a common factor of 6. So 6 times 5 is 30, and 6 times 2 is 30. Now let's remove this. So since this one has a larger number, we're gonna remove that and gonna minus 5 that, so that we have m left. And for this we're gonna, for n, we're gonna cross out n, and since it has a base of 1, it will become like that. So we have n cubed left. So we have m at the bottom and n cubed at the top. Now we can cancel the 6. So what we have left is 5n cubed over 2m. Easy as that. Easy. Okay, so next we have this example here. We have this. So we need to make this. Let's make it reciprocal first. So we have okay, next is we have this. So we need to make this reciprocal first. So we don't have a problem here, so we're just gonna copy that. The divided by sign will become a multiplication sign, and the 3x plus 3 will be on the top. 3x plus 3. The 15x part will be on the bottom. So that's what a reciprocal means. Now we can factor this. This is a difference of 2 squares, so the square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 1 is 1. So we can have x plus 1 and x minus 1 there. Now we have this trinomial here, x squared plus 2x plus 1. Since we have a leading term of 1 there, what are the factors of 1 that is equal to 2? That's just simply 1 and 1. It will become x plus 1 plus x plus 1. Now we can factor this part. So they have a GCF of 3. So 3x divided by 3 is x, and 3 divided by 3 is 1 plus 1. We can factor that, so we just gotta leave it as that. Now we can remove that and that. We can also remove this one and this one. Now what we have left is 3x plus 1, which is on the right side. You're gonna have x plus 1 is equal to 15x. We can still simplify it by making 3 over 5. I mean 15x into 3 times 5 times x. Then we can have 3. You guys can. So I did it on purpose so that we can cancel the 3's. So what we have left here is x plus 1 over 5x. And that is the final answer. You can remove the parentheses, by the way. Okay, so we have this. So this is just the same as this, like that. And move this on this side. But we don't have that, so we have this line. That means division. So all of them are trinomial, so this will be our long solution. So first, let's invert the denominator, which is the bottom part, but we're just gonna leave this part as it is. Then we can add the times sign, add that. So the bottom part will be on the top, and the top part will be on the bottom. So we can now solve. So let me remove this for space. Let's move this here to here. So let's have 9x squared plus 3x minus 2. Now we're gonna multiply 9 to 2. 9 into A, B, C. So we're gonna multiply A to C, which is 9 times negative 2. That will be negative 18. Now what are the factors of negative 18 that will equal to positive 3x? That will be 6, negative 6 and 3. I mean positive 6 and negative 3. 6 plus negative 3 is positive 3. Now we're gonna replace the 3x into plus 6x minus 3x minus 2. Now we can factor by grouping. This part we can have a GCF of 3x. 9x squared divided by 3x is 3x, and 6x divided by 3x is positive 2. And now for this part, I really factor that. You can factor it with 1, negative 1. Three x divided by negative 1 will be positive 3x, and negative 2 divided by positive 1. Since they have the same signs, it will be positive, so 2. So we're gonna have the inside of the parentheses on different parentheses, and the outside is 3x, negative 1 will be on the other side. So let's copy that here. Doesn't really change them because I like it to be. Wait. There we go. Now, for this part, so and multiply a to b to c, that will be negative 24. So that's like 12 times negative 2. So remember that in a trinomial, you have ax squared plus bx plus c. So this is a, this is b, and this is c. So what are the factors of 24 that is equal to b, which are 5? So there will be, so let's have the factors of 24 first. Of 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8. So 3 and 8 can work, but we're gonna make 3 negative. Since negative 3 plus 8, let's check that, is 5. So we can change 5x into negative 3x plus 8x, then minus 2. Now, let's factor by grouping. And factor this part and this part. So what are the GCF on this part? We have 3. 12, 3x. 12x divided by 3x. 12x squared divided by 3x is 4x. Negative 3x divided by x is negative 1. And for this part, we have a factor of positive 2. 8x divided by 2 is 4x. Negative 2 divided by positive 2 is negative 1. Now we can have these parentheses and combine them as 1. X minus 1. And on the other one, which is 3x and positive 2 outside the parentheses, will be also be in a different one. So let's just copy that. Now on this third one, a times c, or 8 times negative 3, will be negative 24 again, because 8 times 3 is 24. So what are the factors of 24 that is equal to positive 10? So we have earlier and 2 and 12. So we can use the 2 and 12, but we'll need to make 12. We need to make the 2 negative, because negative 2 plus 12 is 10. Okay. So I'm gonna copy this x squared, but we need to make the 10x to negative 2x plus 12x minus 3. So we're not changing the values here, because when we combine the like terms, that will equal to the original equation right there. So 8x squared minus 2x plus 12x minus 3. So let's factor by grouping with this one. We have a common factor of 4x. 4x divided by 8x squared divided by 4x is 2x. And 2x divided by 4x is negative 2. Right? Is it negative 2? No. actually we can move this to this so they have the same proportion. It's quite confusing, if I'm the one who's teaching. Can move it there. No, can move this here. And yeah, -3. So 8x squared plus 12x minus 2x minus 3. So this one we have a common factor of 4. Let's use a different color of pen. 4x. 8x squared divided by 4x is 2x. It is 2x. And 12x divided by 4x is positive 3. For this one, for the other one, we can have a negative 1. And negative 2x minus 3. Negative 2x divided by negative 1 is positive 2x. Negative 3 times negative divided by negative 1 is positive 3. Now we have the same on the inside of parentheses, which means we're on the right track. So we're gonna copy the inside of the parentheses, and we're gonna have the other one on the outside of the parentheses, which is 4x minus 1. Okay. Now let's put them on this one. 4x. You can put it on either sides, by the way. Plus 3. I'm making this fast because I'm running out of time. We have this. So 9 times 1 is 9. What are the factors of 9? Is equal to -6. That would be -3 and -3. So we can change this into -3x minus -3x plus 1. Then we can have this one part here. So our GCF is 3x, 3x. And 9x squared divided by 3x is 3x. 3x means that would be -1. And now for this part, we can have -1. And that will be 3x. 3x divided by -1 is 3x plus 1 divided by -1 would be -1. Now we can copy what's inside of the parentheses, which means we have 3x minus 1. And we have this one is 3x minus 1. So we have two 3x minus 1s. So let's put that here. 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1. Okay. So what we have left is that. Now let's cancel, since we can cancel some of this. Cancel 3x plus 2. And also cancel 4x minus 1. And cancel 3x minus 1. That's all we can cancel. So what we have left is 2x plus 3 and 3x plus minus 1. We can't really simplify this, but yeah, so this is the final answer. So that's it for this video, and I hope you understand something and learn something about this topic.